The other day I was on a run and I looked down and I saw that the lake was thawing and there were some sweet looking ice channels. And I thought, you know what? Blake likes to paddleboard. I wonder if I could convince him to ride his board through the ice flows. And sure enough, you know, you call Blake, he's always up for a good time. The only downside is I had to come to the wrong side of the lake, which is where all the criminals live. And I'm trying to get back before it gets dark because I just don't want to be on the wrong side of the lake when it gets dark.
Of course, I was up for it since I've always wanted to do it. So we're down here today to just let me go out and paddleboard. I'm sure Danny's hoping that I will just fall in. He'll get some good footage to send into Jerry of the day. Every year the lake freezes over, and every year I want to go out right when the ice starts to melt, and I always miss it. I wasn't expecting to have to hike out a couple hundred yards. I mean, this lake is so shallow that, you know, it was 6 inches to a foot for about 200 yards going out into the lake. I wish the water was a deep turquoise blue that you could see down into, you know, to beautiful rocks and fish, but instead it's toxic green.
It's unfortunate that this camera can't transfer smells because there's a very unique smell that comes from this lake. And just by looking at it, you don't get a sense of what that smell is. Now I get to go home and edit all this footage and try and make Blake look beautiful and majestic.
Utah is a really cool place, and there aren't many places that are quite like Utah. So I feel super lucky that we live in such a cool place where we can, you know, be skiing high mountains one day and then paddleboarding the next day. I've rolled the dice today.
You really have.
I've really rolled the dice. This may be the day that I come home with a flesh-eating bacteria, but I'm gonna get home as quick as I can and get showered off. We'll see what happens.